Today we're going to be talking about what is agentic AI. So what is agentic AI for those, because there's only a few of us who actually are utilizing agents, but what that means is a set of systems that can think, act, and execute without constant prompting. For example, I have an AI agent that I created that every Tuesday morning it goes out and it checks over 300 website addresses that I actually put in that it needs to check. What I directed it to do is you need to every Tuesday morning before 7 o'clock go out and verify and see if there's any new information in the last 7 days that have been added to this website. Now, these websites happen to be news and publishing websites. So yes, there's a lot of things that have been added. Now, what news that they actually focus on are Google updates, search updates, any AI platform updates, anything that small businesses need to know about the changes happening in AI in the past 7 days. It goes out there to do that. And then at 7 o'clock in the morning, it emails me that it's completed that task and has the newest information, and it is ready to work with me to do the smart brand alert. So that is how I start crafting the smart brand alert. If you're on my email list, you will see every Wednesday or Thursday. So once a week, just once a week, you will receive an email from me called the smart brand alert, which helps explain to businesses in a step-by-step, very practical way what they can protect themselves from, plan from, or prepare from on the latest news updates of what has happened in AI for small business founders, owners, and content creators in the last 7 days. And that is coming from my AI agent. All right. So you can do a custom GPT, it is, but this is really my AI agent. I directed it in a simple chat. So it is a chat that I turned into a project, and that's all I've done in Chat GPT. It's a chat turned into a project. So it's not a custom GPT, but it is still an agent, because what an agent does, looking back at the explanation of an agent, it can think, act, and execute without constant prompting. I don't have to prompt it anymore. It knows exactly what to do, and I get that email religiously, rain or shine, or if I'm even out on location at a business. So the next step beyond Ask AI is assign AI. What will you assign AI to do? And think of it like hiring a digital team member, a consultant, again, not a gadget. So an agent will be able to execute and get to a goal. And that's the important difference between an agent and just utilizing AI. AI is very task focused. You have a prompt, or you say what exactly you need, it will let you know and give you the response to that, or do whatever you asked it to do in that one prompt. But what actual agents do is they are focused on the goal. My goal, as I explained to this AI agent, which again lives just in a project, in an actual chat. So in a chat with a lot of history where I've taught it the fact that, you know what, I need this information. I need it every Tuesday morning. This is what I need you to check. So you see it, and then what it knows the goal is that I am putting out a newsletter or an email every week with all of these updates, and I need it to be very precise with that. So the real question when we're talking about what is this agentic AI is what's what? What is it? Because what's the difference between a custom GPT, a custom gem, and an agent, right? Now, when we look at what a custom GPT is, it can be one task, so a single role in ChatGPT. Now, you can also make custom GPTs as agents where they're goal focused. So if you drop down to the third item, it's goal. So it's not just one task, but there are a lot of custom GPTs that I see people create that their one task in that custom GPT is you need to create an email template from the meeting. That's it. That's its one goal. So it's a custom GPT. You feed in the information from, let's say, a Fathom, an Otter, or Firefly's recording, and then it's supposed to come up with the meeting notes, or it's supposed to create the meeting agenda from something you send to it. So it could do that one task. But a custom gem, I'm sorry, an agent is different, and it's actually goal focused. Custom GPT and custom gems are very, very closely related to each other. It's just that we see custom GPTs in OpenAI or ChatGPT because it's the language that's native there and being called a custom GPT. And then in Google Gemini, they're called custom gems, but they're almost one and the same in what they are. It's just that custom gems are not able to do as many things yet because it's at still at the younger phases, not as many things yet as the OpenAI custom GPT can. But that's coming because we know AI is a horse race and everybody's vying for that first spot. So if you look at custom GPTs and custom gems, they could be task oriented or goal oriented. But an agent is what's considered goal oriented. And that's really the only difference between the two. I used to think too that custom GPTs were, those are actual agents, but they're not. I did not realize that you could do that within an actual chat and make that a project, and that still be considered an agent because it's operating to a goal of every Tuesday morning it needs to get this done, and it has to go out and look at all these 300 sites, and there's no telling what it'll find in those 300 sites before it gives me the report that it messages and pings me about with an email at 7 o'clock in the morning.